Georgian literature has a long history. First written monuments belong to the 5th century. The first Georgian book was printed almost 4 centuries ago. The first children books were the ABC books and first reading texts for children. During the communist regime, government fully financed publishing business, though literature was strictly censored. When Georgia became independent in 1992, economy was set free. Publishing business, as all other fields, became a private business. After disintegration of the Soviet Union, crisis reflected in literature too. It is 20 years that there is unstable and war situation in the country. Due to this, literature process is suspended. Books, among them children's books, were not published during years. In the period of last decade, this process became somehow active. Private publishing houses have been established. New children's books appeared on the shelves, though you will still rarely meet Georgian authors' books among them. It is less profitable for publishers. Before the society becomes acquainted with a new name, it is easier to translate a well-known author and publish it. The following picture is a result of above-noted situation. Society does not almost know children's authors. Children rarely read native language literature and anxiously wait for their publishing. Too many people today think that no contemporary children's authors exist in Georgia. Unfortunately, I'm not aware well with contemporary writers. No, I do not know contemporary authors. No, have no idea about writers of new generation. No, I don't read. No, I don't read. Just these reasons cause the foundation of the organization we're going to tell you about. In 2006, children's authors Irma Malatsidze and Maria Mtsiklauri established Children's Literature Development Fund named Libo. Libo is an Old Georgian word and means a basis. And without basis, it is impossible to construct a building. A child will not grow and form as an adult, being not accustomed to friendship with books and not acquainted with literature. It is difficult to care about books and literacy when it is so hard political and social conditions in the country. But first of all, we need literate generation. We, children's authors, will do our best for developing Georgian children's literature, and our children will be fond of reading. The aim of the fund is popularization of children's authors and their works. Also, encouragement of interest towards books in general. Respectively, the fund implements such projects that render to solving those problems. The number of implemented projects during the 4-year existence is not so big, though the steps taken towards this direction are important for youth as well as for adults who have to care about little people. With the initiative of the fund, the Day of Georgian Children's Book, October the 27th, was established. This is the birth date of a well-known Georgian writer and statesman, one of the founders of Georgian children's literature, Yakob Gogebashvili. On October 27, 2006, in National Library of Georgian Parliament, Georgian Children's Books Day was celebrated for the first time. A large-scale exhibition of children's books and periodicals have been dated to that day. This unique exhibition showed the way of Georgian children's book development, from the first Georgian book to contemporary publishing achievements. Since 2006, this day is being celebrated annually in schools and libraries of Georgia. Children's Literature Development Fund was established exactly for popularizing life a creativity process and helping authors in delivering their works to readers. Despite there are many publishers, it is still difficult. How we can educate children not having books and periodicals. Literature is to be provided to a child as a medicine and food that will not hurt him. That means that literature should be healthy. There are countries where a lot of children's literature are being published. Due to the definite reasons, it cannot be managed in Georgia. Periodicals of respective quality are not being printed. I hope such situation will change. During 20 years in Georgian children periodicals, reviewing children's literature problems have not been almost published. For the first time, with the initiative of the fund, was founded and published the Almanac of Children's Literature, where children's literature, poetry, prose, translation, dramaturgy, and what is most important, critical and publicist letters on children's literature have been published. New song, musics, and children's plays have been also printed in this almanac. So it became a good methodic manual for teachers of secondary schools and kindergartens while working with children. The almanac is color magazine with pictures, so children read it with pleasure. People's Bank helped the fund in publishing the almanac, but unfortunately only 3 issues have been published, and after that, due to the financial difficulties, the almanac publishing has been ceased. There lived in Georgia an outstanding woman poet writing for children, Maqala. Almost all Georgians know her verses by heart. Her poems became lyrics for children's songs, beloved by already several generations. With the initiative of the fund, in February 2009, 100-year anniversary of Maqala Mravlishvili's birthday was celebrated in a cozy literary cafe where children authors, among them Maqala Mravlishvili, contemporary writers, gathered. The fund decided to celebrate annual holiday Mreveloba on February the 27th. Besides, the fund instituted Maqala Mravlishvili Prize Kikli to be given to children's authors, poets, illustrators, musicians, librarians, teachers, publishers, and all those people who are active in close related with children jobs. There are already 10 laureates of such prize. The Children's Literature Development Fund implemented a charitable project, Books for Children, together with the People's Bank. The project meant collecting and granting children's books to the orphanage, low-budgeted school libraries, and socially vulnerable children. The gathering of the books was organized by all the regional and head offices of the People's Bank. The collected books were granted to the library fund of conflict region Samachablo schools as well. The fund representatives, together with several writers, often meet children in different cities and villages of Georgia. There is a school located in a small village, Grishtibi, Altuba region, where 4 authors have been invited by children. The pupils stage their plays. That is Khashuri Private School. The pupils revived the guest play characters. These pictures are taken at the meetings in various schools. Such meetings are mainly held in such schools where teachers watch literature processes in the country and are trying their pupils to be fond of reading. It is worth to note that under the edges of the fund weekly program are being transmitted on radio and on TV, where children's literature problems are being highlighted. In autumn 2009, the fund took participation in Georgian-Swedish project organized by Swedish Writers' Union. Within the framework of the project, the fund representatives visited Sweden in May 2010. where they had a lot of interesting meetings. As soon as they returned home, they founded a competition, Children's Choice, analogical to Children's Jury, organized by Swedish Children's Literature Institute. At present, Georgian children read books published in 2009, and in autumn the winner book will be announced. The second idea that came to the fund's representatives' minds while visiting Sweden is a literature contest for debutants. It is planned to establish Georgian Golden Key and logical to Swedish Slangbella. Under the aegis of the fund, in one of Tbilisi's schools from September this year, the Astrid Lindgren Book Club will be opened. The club will encourage interest toward books in children. There will be organized meetings with various authors, contests, quizzes, and many other book-related events. With the initiative of the fund Audio Almanach, Fairy Teller House has been recorded. It includes works of 5 Georgian authors. The fund representatives periodically organize trainings in contemporary children's literature for kindergarten teachers, providing them with information about new authors and new books, periodicals and sites. Besides, the fund has got mobile mini puppet theater staging plays for children in kindergartens. In order to render assistance to Georgian authors in publishing the works, the fund organized a unique exhibition of unpublished children's books where 150 such works have been represented and several publishers have been invited. Some of the works turned to be successful and will become books very soon. The fund is going to hold such exhibitions annually. The fund representatives have got many interesting plans for this year. Due to Russian aggression, big part of Georgian wood was destroyed. Georgian children authors decided to contribute to this good job by planting trees and name it Georgian Children Book LA. We hope that the present film managed to give a general idea about Georgia and our organization as well. Activity we serve to is needed and useful for everyone.